Hi, guys. Hi. Welcome to What's New and Coming Up with Lipedema. I had um I had a bit of a snafu, a technical snafu when I first got on. Actually, a couple of them. It's because I'm still in vacation mode. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful holiday. I'm I guess I just have to say it's never too late to have a happy childhood. They have that plaque somewhere that says it's never too late to have a happy childhood. Amazing. I had possibly the best holiday that I've ever had in almost 77 years. Really. Well, it'll be 77 in a couple weeks. I'll be 77 in a couple weeks, so it's 77 years that I've been on the planet. Amazing. So anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know who's here. Um, let's see. Hi, Jenny. I'm getting so attached to my Christmas tree. And like I said, I'm still on vacation mode. What a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Um, And you might want to know, or you might ask what made it so wonderful. It was as if someone was reading my mind, and I got all the things that I always wanted. And only it just didn't have what I thought it would have. So in other words, it wasn't my family of origin. It was my family of creation. Merry Christmas, Simi. Um, let's see, Jenny, Simi. I know there are more of you there. So I want to talk about how expectation changes what is actually real. So before Christmas, we had a number of support groups for lipedema ladies, as always. And one of the themes was what I presented was the desire to have my Norman Rockwell holiday with everybody around the table and nobody's fighting. Nobody is, um, you know, unhappy, that people are really happy to be there. Hold on. Let me see who else is here. A bunch of people. Hi. Hi, Anvils. 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas. Wow. Great to see you guys. Um, so I have a dear, dear friend and buddy that is really more like family to me than family is. We went to graduate school together, and it was absolutely a wonderful experience of mutual support. That's what I would say. We went to graduate school at Fielding Graduate University, which is located in Santa Barbara, California, and I live in New England. I live in at the time I was living in Cambridge, Somerville area, and we were in a small cohort. I think when we started that there were 8 of us, and it just so happened that my dear friend Daniel lived less than 3 miles from me. So we became each other's support person and got through graduate school, which was 5 years. And, um, and what was so fascinating when I look back on it is what a difference it made. It wouldn't be like, Daniel would come and I had 2 coaches, and I would take one coach and he would take the other coach and we would work. I would be on my computer. It was what they talked about way back then as work environments. And he would be on the other, and I would be writing papers and doing research. And I wrote a dissertation. I did all of that. And Daniel did similarly. And we just would perk up every now and again, check in with the other, make sure they were okay. Or if either one of us needed help, the other one would be there. And it was a remarkable journey, one that I'm so pleased because it's really why I have PhD at the end of my name. It says Catherine Seo, PhD, Dr. Seo. Amazing, amazing, still to this day. And Daniel, God, he was so supportive, is what I can say. There was one time when I had something due. I had, and I couldn't get access to it. There was a technical thing with my computer. This is quite a number of computers ago, but there was a technical thing with my computer. And he said he would fix it. And by gosh, he did. But it didn't take him a little bit of time. It took him like almost 8 or 10 hours. And he hung in there with it. He would not stop until it was fixed and I could get access to what I needed to complete the assignment. It's wonderful, wonderful. That's when someone has your back. And anyway, so he got married a few years ago. He's quite a bit younger than me. And oftentimes he would refer to me as his second mom. I love it. And anyway, he got married several years ago. And the story is just wonderful. He was his mom had a had a stroke. And so she was and he grew up in Oregon. So he bought a house and he moved out to Oregon. And as he was in the process of moving out, he met this wonderful woman. And it was literally like within weeks. And he decided not to go out to Oregon quite yet. And to make a long story short, they got married. And oh, they're perfect for each other. You know, there are times when you just go, yes, they are perfect for one another. And these two are that. And they asked me to officiate at their wedding. So I did. And it was just the most wonderful wedding. At the time, I was having some challenges, as I do now with my mobility. But I was out on the dance floor dancing. I mean, not until the wee hours of the morning, but just definitely enough to celebrate and be so excited. Anyway, I'm sharing some of these um, memories of what makes family family is really what it is. And so they invited me for Christmas last year. Her family lives very close to me in Providence, Rhode Island, and I'm in Mansfield, Massachusetts. It's very close to each other. About 30 minutes. Not even that, 25. Anyway, they invited me for Christmas last year. and I was sick last year. Last year was a rough year. I didn't hardly even wanna lift my head up. I was that sick. But I went, and it was lovely. It was just lovely. They were wonderful to me. I knew her family. It was her family, her sister, and they had kids. Her brother-in-law is a sweetheart, and, um, his sister was hosting. Anyway, this year, I had Christmas here with my some of my adopted family and people close to me as well, and they invited me to join them for Christmas Eve, so I did, and it was my Norman Rockwell Christmas. It was perfect. They were so loving and kind to each other and to me, and it was, how much? There were, let me count around the table, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 10 or 12 people. Oh my god. And I just felt it's possible. It's possible. It's truly possible. So, then on Christmas Day, I have, uh, I talk about them as my adopted family. I had as a professor, which I was for many, many years, I've had students that have that have stayed close, and many of them are all around the world. But there's one particular student who ended up becoming my intern at the college, and then I hired her, and she did, social media work for us very early on in Lipedema Simplified. Hi, Anne Marie D'Angelo. Nice to see you. Um, and she has been an integral part of my family. I just adore her. And her husband would come. I would invite them for the holidays. So they came for Thanksgiving and for Christmases over the years. This is going back quite a ways. Well, they now have 2 kids. I'm godmom to their oldest, who is 6, about to be 7 in February, and the new one, who's about 14 months. And, oh, what a wonderful time. And I found that I had sheer delight in finding, um, Christmas presents that as a 6-year-old I would have loved, it was everything was something you had to build. Like there was magnetic pieces that you built into all these different shapes and sizes, and a city map that you built into a city, and all that kind of stuff. And so when so I got him for both the kids, and then a super duper Lego thing, and there was a bunch of them, and oh, they were jumping up and down. Like, oh, so wonderful. And so I'm sharing the moments that make it a wonderful life. I every year I would watch It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. And this year I feel like I lived it. I didn't have to watch it in the movies, that I could just live and be. It is a wonderful life. and connecting with my staff, Isla and Akanksha and Jennifer, who has been an incredible gift, and Leslie and Siobhan and Carrie, and just that we are able to support one another and together, oops, and together, thanks, Hermes00, doing well. How are you? Um, yeah, together that we can support this lipedema community. So, tomorrow night, I want to put this here and then I'm going to finish up. Tomorrow night, we have a free webinar. Let me see. I'm hoping this is the right link. Yes, it is. Here is the link. Give me a second. Let me share the link. We're doing what is possibly my favorite. Here it is. learn.lipedema-simplified.org/community-webinar. And here it is. I'm going to go over it with you quickly. Takes me a minute to get all this back end stuff. Yes, and here we are. Year-end town hall. I love it because we do a recap of 2025 and then we look at where we're headed in the next year. And when I think of that, we've built year after year after year, and how many exciting things happen. So that's tomorrow, Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So come, reflect, celebrate, and step into the new year with us, with what we hope is renewed hope and direction. So simple, it's free. It's Leslyn and Siobhan and me. And the three of us will be here. And really, oh my God, 1 day and 1 hour. So come join us. And the link, yep, there's the link still. And it's in the chat. So come join us as we sort of review what we've done and where we're headed. So when I see you next week, it'll be the new year. So whatever has been your highlights for the past year, hold them dear, hold them precious. And whatever's been your lowlights, we can bring them to the surface and have it become even better for 2026. 2025 was a rough year. So hopefully 2026 will be much, much better for all of us. So on that note,